I wish mental pain and scarring on this man, like he did to me. I'm a cocky bitch, like I know I'm gonna get in here. I've basically already been told I'm gonna get in here because hi, I don't want to do this video. This video I feel like has been a long time coming, and by that I mean I stopped going and doing the professional training of the dance of the arts almost 2 years ago. Like a year and a half ago, I officially gave up my little dance shoes and said no more, I can't do this because oh fuck shit crap bro, going from like a college setting of doing dance and then going to a university, the difference bro. I knew it would be intense, but holy fuck did that make me lose my passion quicker than I can say Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know why that's the word I've decided to go with, but we move. Today I'm gonna be dishing out the dirt on one of my previous alma maters, talking about embarrassing / cringy things that happened while I was a dancer, because I don't class myself as a dancer now. I burnt myself out. I have a whole ass story time when I actually did quit dance about what happened. I went to university, found it really difficult. My body literally gave up on me. I was told that I needed to go on bed rest for a week because my health was so bad, and when I came back I was so far behind. I missed so much. I was like, fuck it, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm suicidal as hell. I'm out. And then I quit, and then that summer I think 4 more people quit. So I kind of started a relation. Like it was like a week before our assessment started and I was like, fuck this, I'm out. I have previously named where these universities are, however I'm not gonna say it now because I'm scared. I don't know how people can sue. I don't know if this is a suable offence. I don't know anything. I haven't got any tea. As you can see, my like little Starbucks coffee cup is down there. I don't have any tea. I have a Coke, so we're gonna spill the Coke, sis. So I think we're gonna tell 3 stories. 3 stories. They're gonna get a little bit TMI, so if you're freaked out, I'll leave little timestamps for each story. You can pick and choose which one you want to listen to, or you can listen to all 3. I'm gonna be here telling them anyway. Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna name them. I'll probably think of something clever and put it up here. But this first story takes place, like I mentioned, the week before our assessment. So literally, like, I was already geared up to leave. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna come in this week, just see what I think. And literally the first lesson I got there was ballet, and I was thinking, I do not want to fucking be here, I want to leave. And yeah, I was not feeling it. But I was like, okay, I'll come in the next day, I'll commit to this week. If I don't like it this week, if anyone says shit, I'm out. Fuck this, I'm out. Like, I can't deal with this situation that is going on in my life. I can't deal with it. So here I am in my little Gymshark leggings. If you know Gymshark leggings, you know when you get them, they are like this big and this thin, and you look at them and you think, how the fuck is that gonna fit on my body? I believe I even did a Gymshark haul. Miraculously they fit. At the time, obviously I was doing something stupid like 18 to 20 hours of dance a week. I was eating healthy, I was drinking healthy, not eating any crap. So obviously I was in the best shape of my life. A lot musclier than I am now. Hadn't had my Gymshark leggings long, and we were in, I can't remember what class we were in, but basically we had all been told we need to prepare warm-ups, and we were following someone's warm-up when I look over And in the mirror, while we were practicing splits, I noticed, oh shit, my period started. I was in normal leggings at this point. I was like, what the fuck do I do? At this point, I didn't know why my period had started. It shouldn't have, because I'm on the pill. It just kind of started. Surprise, it's because my body was rejecting everything. It was like, fuck this, we're out, your hormones are out of whack, stop what you're doing and get on bed rest. But I did not realise this at the time. So, I luckily had extra leggings in my little locker. So over I ran, leggings on. Fuck, what do I do? Like, I can't deal with this right now. Like, this is not a good time. And I was asking all the girls, I was like, do you guys have pads? Do you have pads? Do you have pads? Because tampons scare me. It's like, do you have pads? Do you have pads? No one did. I'm not even gonna get into it, but like, there were definitely people who had them, but like, didn't like me, so they didn't give them to me. And yeah, that was stressful. So I ran, I was texting my friend Holly literally in like the next class. I think she was in acting or something. I was like, help me, bro. She had one because she's my boo. She's my friend. She helped me. I'm a little bit hyper right now. Went back to my lesson. All was dandy. All was good. We were doing some more exercises, you know, having a great time. And I got up, you know, class had ended. Off we go to our next class, and it was pas de deux, I remember this, and we all had to wear our heels, but obviously my little janky ass body had given me fucking sciatica, so you know I could not do that shit. And as I was walking up to the mirror to go and sit against it, there was a giant hole in the upper thigh, and it was gradually getting bigger with every step I took. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Because this lesson, announced to me at this point, we had to stand up and dance in front of everyone. At this point, I had been off for a little bit because, again, I was ill. This was before we worked out what was going on, and I didn't know the routine. Because when you're on bed rest, you're on bed rest. Bitch, I was not having a good time. I was like, this is literally the worst fucking day of my life. It was awful, and my dance teacher kept looking at me like, are you gonna go up and do it? I was like, nope. Like, trying to get me to go dance, I was like, nope. And it's just not happening. I feel like every dancer has like an embarrassing period story, but like, bro, mine was so much worse. I fucking bled on the floor. That's how I fucking noticed. I was like, oh my god. And then my fucking Gymshark leggings broke, which Gymshark leggings are not cheap. And by that point, obviously, I was over the warranty and I couldn't return it. And I'm literally looking at them now because I still need to sew them up literally a year later. I'm slightly terrified to put them on because I am not the same size I was when I brought those. All that muscle, bitch, is not muscle no more. It's just kind of chilling. Why am I talking about this? It's so embarrassing. Okay, the second story. This is partly my own doing because I got fucking cocky. So when I auditioned for my universities, I applied to the Royal Academy of Dance and I got offered an audition, but because I was going to take a gap year and then start, the administrator contacted me and was like, hey, we don't usually do this, why do you want to take a year out? So I kind of explained to them like, hey, my dad died like 2 years ago, I need to chill because mental health not great, but I do want to pursue dance. and they were like, yeah, that's cool, send us your application, we really like the sounds of you. And I was like, cool. So I looked on Instagram, and turns out he is like a principal dancer for the fucking Royal Ballet, and he's toured around the world and done like really impressive shit, and now he teaches there and he's like the principal course leader. I wanted to die, bro. When I learned this, I was like, you fucking with me right now. It was so embarrassing. Anyway, going back, I also applied for Bournemouth. The one that I got into, which I'm not gonna name. Bridgewater. I was gonna say Bridgewater. It's not Bridgewater. It's else as well. Anyway, I got into every place I auditioned, and yay, go me. I got real cocky. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna prepare an audition, even though I've specifically been told I need to prepare an audition. Because the last 2 places needed auditions. One didn't even ask me, and the second was like, well, we don't have time to audition all of you, so just do a development piece as we go, woo. So I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm a cocky bitch, like, I know I'm gonna get in here. I've basically already been told I'm gonna get in here because I'm here. And I didn't prepare an audition piece, and on the day of the audition I was real sweaty, and I wasn't anticipating the floor not being grippy. I don't understand why it wasn't grippy. Little Miss Beth did a split and it did not go well. Why? Because my fucking feet kept getting stuck, and the lower I got, I like skid, and I was doing it to a Halsey song. I can't remember what it's called. It's off Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I think it's just called I'm Sorry. I think that might be wrong, but like, oh man. And because my feet were so sweaty, I was like swirling and twirling, having like a real emotional moment, because it was like balletic, contemporary, you know, lots of beautiful shapes. I would argue it was probably more lyrical, actually. That's being real dramatic, but we can hear with it sounded like a robot having a seizure on a spinny chair. Not only did I not prepare an audition piece, my lecturer, who was like, you should audition here just as a backup, heard about it and got real pissy that I didn't, and I was like, I don't fucking care. Like, I was such a cocky bitch. I was like, yeah, I was the best at that audition. Yeah. I did get in, but like, moral of the story is, if you go to an audition at any university or college or conservatoire and they ask you, hey, can you do an audition piece in this style at this amount of time? Fucking do it. Don't be an overconfident cocky bitch like me, because you can get caught out real quick. Luckily, with all my auditions, there were a few other processes besides like the solo. But if that wasn't, I probably would have been fucked. Oh my god, I feel physically sick for this last one. Another audition one. This is the most disrespectful, embarrassing moment of my whole fucking life. I'm not exaggerating. This is horrifying. So, oh, I've got chills. I don't want to talk about it. Right, so I had been at university for maybe a month, maybe 2 months. We hadn't even gotten to half term. I was still a baby, I was still learning, and we had our first audition. Official audition with an actual casting agent who was really there to look at the third years, but we were told we had to audition regardless, with a routine that we had only just learned. It may have even been 2 routines we had just learned, and yeah, I was not thrilled. I was not thriving. I was not having a good time. Like, I knew the routines, I knew what I was doing, but obviously, you know, we were on Zoom with like this big guy, and he pops up on screen, and it's a guy from one of London's leading talent agencies who I have previously danced for, and he knows who I am. Or he did know who I was before, because he pointed me out and was like, "You did my summer classes, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yes, I did, through lockdown." It was real embarrassing, it was real bad, it was real bad, it was real fucking bad. But yeah. So it gets to the point where they do 3rd years, 2nd years, and then 1st years, all the different styles, you know, there's like singing element, an acting element, this style of dance, this style of dance, and then it's us. And at this point, everyone's kind of pissed off. You know, everyone's like, fuck it, we're done, I'm tired, I want a nap, I want to go home. So we were on FaceTime, or Zoom even, with this guy, his secretary, the 1st year classes who weren't auditioning in this piece, like the different courses, the 2nd years and all their courses, the 3rd year and all their courses, and him. And there was easily over 100 people on this call. So we're told where to stand, and we all get ready, you know, we've got our big clunky shoes on, and me, naturally, I walk kind of with my head tilted down. I'm not directly looking down, that's how I walk. And because I wanted to get on my marker, which was the furthest away from where I was entering, I got shouted at in front of 100+ people at my first ever professional audition because I didn't walk correctly. I was told I was already fragile because I'd never auditioned for this guy before. I had danced for him, but not in a formal audition, bitch. He said, "I am a disgrace. I am a disgrace to dance. I am a disgrace to my family, to my parents, to my grandparents, to my great-grandparents, to my future children, to my boyfriend, to my friends, to dance, the entire community of dance, to all the dancers around me, to my dance teachers, to every dance teacher I've ever had," and so on and so forth. This man made me feel so disgraced and so disgusting. I didn't want to dance, and everyone was like, "Ooh," because they knew it was me. They knew I was the issue. And I wanted to cry. And I could just tell that everyone was like, "Ooh, that was not good." And it was horrifying. Like, genuinely, it really demoralized me. Like, I understand you are meant to be mean, but you do not need to go to the extent of saying that shit. I was not doing good mentally. It makes me feel sick thinking about it. It's horrifying that you can say that to someone in the first place, and then to fucking say it because someone didn't walk right. What the fuck, man? And it's very interesting now because people I went to uni with, who were in the 2nd and 3rd year at the time, are now under his casting agency. Ooh, and it boils my fucking blood. I really wish pain upon this man, because if he could talk to me like that for not walking properly, what kind of shit does he say to other people?
Alright, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. They can do this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
And because we're on audition, we are told just to smile and nod and take it. Why the fuck, in any other profession, would you stand and listen to someone call you a disgrace and a disappointment to everybody in your entire life, and just smile and nod, and then, you know, walk off and try walking again, and then do a little dance and expect to be fucking happy about it? Disgusting. And then the fucking lecturers after had the nerve to have a go at our whole year group for having an attitude problem. If I didn't have a fucking attitude problem before, oh bitch, I did now. And it's not like the lecturers could stand up for us, they were just sat there, you know, just kind of looking up at us like, oh shit, they fucked up. I joke about it, and I talk about it, but people who were there, they know. I joke about it on TikTok, and people from my uni were like, oh my god. I don't give a shit at this point. Like, from other people that this man is fucking vicious. I made a TikTok about it, and people in the comments were like, yeah, that sounds like him. That sounds like him. All I'll say is that his talent agency is named after him, so take from that what you will. I wish mental pain and scarring on this man, like he did to me. Those are some very embarrassing dance stories from me, a former ex-dancer. Will I ever dance again? Probably. Will it be anytime soon? Absolutely not. Oh, you're so traumatized, it makes me want to cry. I don't know how to end this video. Normally I'm so happy, but this has just made me pissed off again. Bro! Anyway. So yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess. Bye.